Leon here. Welcome to this training. In this lesson, we're going to talk about the advertising psychology, pretty much the psychology of advertising and psychology of buying. Okay. Now, we're going to look on why companies advertise and why people spend their hard-earned money buying something or anything. Okay. So this lesson is made especially for team members on your team. More importantly, staff members that's going to be following up on the opportunities and connecting with these ideal clients that come in contact with your business, or I should say, team members that are receiving these opportunities that you're paying for coming in. You're paying for advertisement to come in, that you're connecting with as a paid advertisement. Okay. Now, what this will actually help your team to X the sale volume of your business. Now, the core concept of advertisement is to understand why people make a decision to buy. Okay. This is one of the most significant training in sales. So take notes, get a book, get a paper, and watch it to the end. And take it with a grain of salt. You can agree or disagree, but let's dive in. Okay. So your success is our success. And why are we working with you? We're trying to work with you to help you become more successful. Okay, we want you to do well. We want to give you massive value so that you and your team are striving successfully. So why do businesses and companies advertise? Okay, this is very important to understand, and this is very important to know. Now, to understand this, we're going to make a story. We're going to make an example. So let's just say this guy named Bob, okay? And Bob, is working, he saw this toothpaste company. So this company called Grin, okay? Now, if I own Grin, this toothpaste company, I want to get Bob to be aware of my services. I want Bob to be aware of how my toothpaste can help him get the brightest, most cleanest, most whitest teeth. All right? I want him to see the benefit. So from the study itself, and this is a statistical study, it's saying the average of touch point that a customer should have is 7 times before they even trust you and want to work with you. Okay? The first time they see it, they're going to forget it. And then on the 7th time, they're going to build that trust to you. So let's compare that for a minute, okay? So with our system, this is how the flow goes. Okay, so we have Facebook on the far left. This is how we get people in, right? And with Facebook, what we have right here is we call it a retargeting strategy that we use to connect with your ideal client. With this platform itself, we try and do 3 different touch points to make sure that we build some kind of rapport so that people can like, know, and trust you in the marketplace. Okay. Now after that, we, when they opt in from this third touch point, um, they get an email, they get a text message, and then we leave them a voice note. Okay. This is pretty much in the CRM. This is our automations. This is what we set up to work on your behalf to increase the number of touch points the leads have with you. Okay. So, after the touch point and the 6 and 7 touch point as well, we want to make sure that we set up a call in with them. So, this is real people that you're talking to. And this should be in a stage of 8 to 9 touch points. And that should be what we're actually using to drive them in to connect with your business. So now look at it this way. They're at 10 touch points. Okay? And with these 10 touch points, what we're trying to do is trying to help you with more than 80% of the connections or the touch points that you'll be making in order to drive the sale. I mean, with the 3 touch points from the platform, and then we pull them in internally, making these additional touch points, the goal is to make sure that you're getting the sales. You're getting that connection. You're getting them to like, know, and trust you, so that when you reach to the 10th touch point, there's little resistance or little to no resistance there in order to get the sales. So, that's why we give you this concept of understanding how the touch points work. Okay? Now why do people buy? Now, we're going to go back to the story with Bob, okay? People start with why. And it's always good to understand why people would want to buy your product. People buy their way out of pain, and people buy into the desire for the future. Okay? It's either they believe that your product can help relieve a pain, or they believe your product can bring them closer to a desire. So let's go back to Bob and the toothpaste. Okay? So Bob do not buy the toothpaste. In this case, it's not relieving the pain. He might not care about the white teeth in this case, but maybe he care about how it can I would say relieve some kind of pain. For example, maybe that toothpaste is, not just for white teeth or not for white teeth. Maybe that toothpaste is to heal some kind of sensitive gum. You know what I mean? Now you understand. I want you to get the concept. Now, if it's not for one thing, there's not every product have the same benefit. So if it's not for one beneficial factor that he's not interested in, he's going to actually get it for a beneficial factor that is going to relieve some kind of pain for him. Okay? So people buy their way out of pain. Now, people buy into their desired future. Now, because people buy into a desired future, they're actually looking for what they can get from it to benefit them later on in the future. So he don't care about this look on the left, But on the right, he care about having a smile, a relaxing smile, relaxing his nervous system within his mouth. You see, two different thing here. The benefit that he's getting is relieving a pain, and how it's going to actually help him to look and have a smile more like someone else that is popular in the space. So I'm just going to leave you with this quote here that say, the only reason Susan bought a 2-carat ring is because her sister-in-law have a 1.5 carat ring. Now, here's the psychology behind this. Most people care about trends. Most people care about quality. And now look at it this way. Look at it deeper. Like, why do somebody really want your product? What is it benefiting them? Why are they even coming to you in the first place to help them? Why are they coming to you to help them? Because you have a product or a service that they are benefiting from. And they will not stop coming until they get that. Pain or future desire outcome. Pain relief or future desire outcome. Now, see that for what it is. Understand it for what it is. You have to try and make the time to understand why people buy. People buy emotionally. It's not about the price. It's about, how can you help me relieve this pain? And how can you help me see or recognize my future desire from the product or services that you provide? So it's very deep psychologically. People make sales decision, 80% is emotional and 20% is logical. So pay attention to that, because they do want your services. They come to you, they've been driven to you. So